We haven't started yet, have we?
It started. Yeah.
Oh, okay, con.
Well, give it a second.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I got you.
Con. And we can open with your article, Ari.
So we get a little more brightness in here.
You can turn that light on in there.
It may turn
Yeah, that's yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem Wakakwadash.
Double honors to our elders, apostles, GMS, who well. Peace and salutations to Lake Akim in the four corners, business, truth, and sincerity. Peace be unto you. Shalom. Hastening the day to get out of here, to be delivered by our Yahweh and our Savior, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. You know, the anointed. But before that happens, everything that's written in the scripture must be fulfilled. And one of the last final prophecies we're waiting for is this one world currency that's going to be implemented by this dragon. The brother has an article he wanted to share, which all of this is ushering it. Really, any news concerning a particular prophecy, you should always be in. So any news about, Iran, that's, a prophecy that's, we're waiting to see. America going into Iran. So you want to see, watch as well as pray. You want to watch, as far as, news that pertains to Iran, what's going on, what sanctions, and, far as the MOTB, which is the RFID, you want to see what's going on as far as financial news. You want to see what's going on with the financial markets.
Yeah, right quick, I just wanted to say the country of Saudi Arabia, I found out that they're going to invest in China than they will in the U.S. They're getting away from the investments of the United States, because that's the land of Jehoshaphat, right? Yeah, because I know the main war's going to be the land of Jehoshaphat, and it's going to get stirred up, even though that's us.
If I can ask, I don't know what you're speaking of. Yeah, basically in a nutshell, Saudi Arabia is it's accepting the yuan, right, to purchase petrol. They basically scaling away slowly but surely from the U.S. Which out I think most likely to touching on.
Con, that you said it properly. Con.
It's a tidbit. But without further ado, prophecy, man.
Con.
Brother, so yeah, So this is an article just hot off the press, right? Dated. Two dates here. Oh, okay. So it was February 2022, but then it was updated March 1st of 2022. But dealing with Australia, it says the end of ATMs in Australia, ? Thousands of cash machines are removed across the country as banks go digital. Right, some hot points. It says, where was that? As Australia banks continue to focus on digital transactions for customers, ATMs and bank branches are disappearing across the country, according to new data. The analysis revealed close to 460 bank branches have shut down across the nation in recent years and dated back to 2020. Approximately 3,800 previously active ATMs have been removed. So, in a nutshell, that comfortability is being taken away from the people. You know what I'm saying? You don't have just that free reign, the cash. Well, you can cash a check, but just access, to income is far removed. You know what I'm saying? You basically, I don't know if they have the option of, getting cash in store. But nonetheless, that definitely puts a pressure on the economy, pressure on the people. You know what I'm saying? I know even here in America, right, a lot of stores, and I've mentioned this before, they did away with the no cash, you can't spend cash. And if you're swiping, I remember you used to could swipe your card, you can't get cash back. But they did away, with that, with the excuse of this the C thing, right? That was the excuse of saying, oh, well, we can't offer you any cash because, the money, right, is tainted. if you will.
And they started saying that they ran out of coins.
Yeah,
They said that there's a coin shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Now-
coins just up and disappear.
Yeah, just poof, huh? Just imagine like Scooby Doo or something.
All the quarters in the world is left. They said, we're done with you.
Off the earth.
We're done. All the pennies, all the quarters, all the nickels and dimes got up and left.
But if that was the case, that would make them more valuable if they're that hard to find.
Exactly. And they're not.
Right. So that penny should be worth even more if it's that hard to find penny. A nickel is hard to find because that's how the markets are determined, how rare or how common something is. So if it's rare, it should be, get out of here, Esau.
Yeah, so this is just showing that it's a whole
hoax.
psyop and it's mind games that the elites are playing with the people. Because as I'm saying now with the no cash back, I noticed probably in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, they reinstated it. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised, like, obviously, you can go to the store and they offered the option. I'm like, it's funny that they're doing that. Well, it ain't no coincidence, but it's tax season right now. So everybody that's getting their little whatevers, they trying to late Jake, pump that money back into the economy.
Pretty so.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just he gives and takes, to the people, that you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to do, what to think. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's real, what's fake news. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to have a lot of people caught off guard because with all the influx of this, quote unquote fake news, that's going to, that's going to give basically the concept of Jake won't take anything serious because I heard that before. Oh, that's not real, or his other mind is, oh well, that's way over there. That's their problem. As if those issues are not going to come to America. But hey, we here to tell you that shit. This is the place, Babylon. It's going to be judged.
It's going to be that. It's an epicenter.
Yeah, exactly. Epicenter of.
This is where it's going to be the worst.
Yeah, exactly.
See the wickedness.
I know. Yeah, and then the water.
Well, since we talking about the MOTV, I'm only going to grab this one scripture. This is Revelation 13 and 16. He calls it all, both small, great, rich, and poor.
Start at 15.
Okay, got it. This is Revelation 10 and 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
God said the image of the beast. Now we know what's the image of the beast. All right, the NWO system, the New World Order. All right, I remember the speech, that a tidbit from the speech that what's this guy Bush, the first Bush Senior. He made a speech and he quoted it. He actually said, that basically it's a new world order. It was a big idea, a new world order that they wanted to implement. This has been a game plan for quite some time.
Pretty much all the so-called presidents of the United States of America, at one point or another, they said a speech saying the New World Order.
Mm-hmm.
From Reagan, Bush, even Obama, said New World Order. It's all about bringing that agenda to manifest.
And if you don't go along with it, you'll be killed.
God.
And which ultimately going to lead to what he's about to read, because the MOTB is a main product of the New World Order. That's the main thing, because they can't set it up without using that.
God.
There's a saying in this world that, matter of fact, the new saying is that cash moves everything around. They say money makes the world go round. In this kingdom, there is some truth to that as far as the carnal level of making, these systems and governments operate. This financial banking system, because Esau has, the elite bankers, they that's their occupation. That's their family business. You know, just like how, you know, certain families have a family business. You know, some families have a family line of being lawyers. Some families have a family line of a practice of being dentists, a dentistry. Well, they're bankers. So they need to maintain their basically family practice. And so now what they want, what helps take their family practice to the next level is instituting a one world currency. Because there's right now there's some people that don't go by this dollar bill. They don't use this dollar bill, and this dollar is losing value all the time. But now, if they can implement a one world currency, then they can control so much aspects of it. You know, because as long as there's no rival currency around, then they can actually control the actual value of it. You know, because if the thing with it's not inflation, but fractional reserve banking. You know, they can actually print unlimited, basically, you know, dollars, and the more dollars that you print, makes the value of the dollar less. Now, if it's digital dollars, if it's a digital currency, then what would actually determine the value of your digital dollar? It'll be literally based upon what they say. That is that simple. Because literally other countries can control the value of another country's dollar. America has sanctions on Iran, and they can literally control the value of Iran's dollar simply because of that. So $1 of US dollar is damn near like 50,000 or whatever over there, and I'm not even close to exaggerating. It's damn near like one US dollar is like 40 to like 50,000 last time I checked. You know, so other countries can control another country's currency. But if you got one world currency, you don't have to worry about another market, you know, manipulating your currency. You got it. Slide it.
Verse 16, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, or save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
God, that don't sound like Christianity. You know what I'm saying? I don't sound like.
If it is, I'm lying. I'm a Christian, sir. Yes, I am. Jesus is the best, nigga. Give me them hot.
Can somebody get that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is dealing with transactional affairs. You know what I'm saying? You cannot buy, you cannot sell, so you can't deal in commerce, you can't run a business,
Peace up.
you can't consume anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have the Quran, right? The MOTB. That's the get down of the elites. They want to control, right, the populace. They want to control chiefly the children of Israel. Everyone else really just casualties of war. But this is a war on Israel.
They want control over their money.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, also, what do you think that means to a lot of people? You know, you think, you know, you paid your, you know, I can't buy groceries and stuff. You're not gonna be able to pay your mortgage, because guess what? Matter of fact, even now you can't even go, you know, to mortgages is linked to banks. So if you have a mortgage and you're constantly paying, now guess what? You're gonna be required to actually prevent a digital currency. They're not just like how, you know, if you pay rent, you can't pay for the most part unless it's a slumlord. You gotta present a money order for the most part. There's some landlords that, you know, don't, but most of them want money orders. Well, these banks are going to want, they're going to want to have, you know, that digital currency. They're not going to want, you know, these Federal Reserve notes, these coins, these shekels, or make some deals. Everything. So you think on a level, everything, we're gonna have to really see at that moment who has faith in the Hawaii Shah.
That's right.
Because now your test is being tempted. Everybody can say, I love the Most High, I love God, I'll never leave. But what about when your food is gone? What about when this is gone? Do you still have the faith? Well, Most High said in his word that his servants shall eat. If you have faith, you believe that, then you understand, regardless how I eat, I'm going to eat. You don't necessarily know how to. You know, there's plenty of ways the Most High can feed you. You know, but if you have faith, you can. That's what the hour of temptation is about. Because you're going to be tempted to take that RFID. Y'all got it?
I had that scripture. I had Matthew 6 and 9.
Oh, okay. Somebody else still reading it? Or
You want an NIV?
Okay.
NLT.
NLT? Okay, fine.
and then you can get yours next. If you want.
Okay.
You on it?
Yeah, I have a piece of it.
Go ahead, Nabala with the NLT real quick.
Are you on that first 15 again?
Yeah, it's consistent.
Okay. This is Revelation 13 and 15. He was then permitted to give life to this statue so that it could speak. Then the statue of the beast commanded that anyone refusing to worship it must die. Verse 16.
And we know it's not talking about a damn statue.
Verse 16. He required everyone small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on the right hand or on the forehead. And no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name. Wisdom is needed here. Let the one with understanding solve the meaning of the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
That's why it says, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. Because it says, that's what you got? Go ahead real quick. And the brother made an important part. Can't forget why Esau is doing this at the end of the day. It's because of course, Esau wants to control the world, but it's really because he lost a birthright which was given unto Jacob. This is the whole reason Esau is doing all this, because of the birthright that he gave to his brother Jacob.
I have something similar to that.
Okay, let me go first.
2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
That's why you want to know what the chip is talking about, so when it actually comes, you're not taken by it.
Hey, let me say this. I got an article also to go with the brother's article with Australia removing all of those ATM machines. You know, during the time of the pandemic, we all noticed that the coins became a shortage all of a sudden. Okay, and if you understand what real money is gold and silver.
That's right.
Okay, and during the time of that shortage, I wonder if you can find any coins out here in the system that has silver in it. Okay, they removed all of the silver, all of the coins with the silver in it. That's all part of the process of moving into what they're trying to set up. According to the scriptures, they're trying to bring in their new system. All right, that article I want to bring out is related to the brother when he brought up the ATMs. It says here in Forbes, it says the Fed designs digital dollar that handles 1.7 million transactions per second. Okay, so why are they developing that? Because it goes along with this digital system that they're trying to put in place. It says here, as the race against China's development of its central banking digital currency, CBDC, known as the digital yuan, continues, the U.S. Federal Reserve accomplished a feat of testing a design for a U.S. digital dollar that in one of two tests managed to handle 1.7 million transactions per second. Okay, that sounds like serious business. Why do you need a system that can handle those many digital transactions per second? Obviously, they're looking to get rid of this dollar, this paper, and they're moving it to something digital, which relates to that mark of the beast, that system that you're going to have to be in order to be a part of this system. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, meaning keeping the testimony of Yahushua and keeping the word and believing. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's the MOTB system. Okay, either you're going to be down and take that mark, or you're not. But this is something that's going to come across the entire world. The whole world will be tried and tested against who's going to take it and who's not. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the elect or the elect of Israel is not going to take that mark. Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, Revelation 12 verses 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knowing that he have but a short time, and that's why he's doing this. Okay, because he know that his blessing is coming to an end. Okay, on this planet, and that's why he's trying to hurry up, trying to get rid of the ATM machines.
Yep.
You know,
Bringing in that digital dollar.
yeah, bringing in that digital dollar, and all the way up to the main prophecy. Okay, and so this devil know that his time is running out.
Jonathan.
Alright, so I got the book of Matthew, Lord's Prayer, but I'll just get the verse, which is 6 and verse 13. It says, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. And that temptation is that seed, man. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get flagged or anything. But as you can see when we were breaking down Revelations 13, that was something that everybody was getting tried with, first, free, bond, big, small, no matter who you are, you want to be tempted with. So, and then I said, we're moving into the times now where it's getting closer and closer. Like I said, we're moving to ATMs, dollar dying off, moving into the digital currency. Like I said, everybody got to eat.
That's right.
Everybody got to work. So,
Go ahead.
There's the book of Job 5, start at verse 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. The scriptures speak about as soon as Esau is about to fill his belly. So he's not going to get to establish his new world order to the full extent in which he would like to, but he's going to get his foot in the door. It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. And I looked up that word headlong, and it basically was defined as reckless haste. So Esau is like recklessly rushing to establish his new world order.
Yeah.
But he's doing it hastily because he's running out of time.
it's also sloppy.
Sloppy, yeah, reckless haste.
Hey, like the I just said, just when he's about to fill his belly, or just when they're about to complete this new system that they're trying to set up, that's when how about Shimei Shai? The scripture says he's gonna rain down fire, okay, in the form of those nuclear missiles, along with the chariots shooting those lasers. He's gonna rain down fire and bring a total, complete end to this system that he's striving to set up.
Appreciate it.
Okay, I got one.
Mike, go ahead.
Yep. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the scripture says that any man that take this devil's mark, okay, you're going to be tormented in brimstone, meaning that lake of fire, okay, that the scriptures talk about is when all these thermonuclear fire, nuclear missiles hit this land, okay, it's going to look like a lake of fire from the aerial view. Okay, anybody who worship this man, worship his image, meaning believe in his system that he's setting up, and take his mark and go along with the get down. Okay, you're going to get destroyed by the Most High Himself.
That's right.
You're going to be destroyed with His righteous anger, okay? In the presence of the the angels, okay? You will not be translated into the kingdom of heaven. You will be completely destroyed. So that hour of temptation is coming upon everybody. The elect, though, Lord willing, we all of that number will not take that mark.
All right, man, but just based off of this pandemic that we had, where they basically implemented that mandatory, yeah,
Which has just disappeared in the wind.
right. So I know how
Floated
How
away.
stupid do you gotta feel? You took it, and now all of a sudden, the people that didn't take it, now they working right along with you, no mask and everything.
Looking at you.
Right.
Told you not to take that shit, nigga.
That's not even a question anymore. Like, people not even asking if you jabbed
Right.
or anything like that anymore.
Yeah.
Just disappeared in a matter of months.
According to their new system, they're probably saying mission accomplished.
They got the data numbers. They got the numbers. Took it down. Oh, this is the amount of people gonna take the chip. This amount of people. They're a little shaky, but if we push them to the edge, they'll take that shit. We know he take. Them niggas not taking it, so we just killed them. All right, just killed them. They got their numbers, man. They got their mother, cause they know certain even Edomites. They like, yeah, we gonna have to shoot them,
Yeah.
because they not fucking with us at all.
I was gonna say at work, man, my supervisor, the old Jake, got me like 60. He said he called the CV like 10 times. We let him tell it, right? He came to work. He's like, man, if you got the VA CC Nation, then you can take your mask off. But if you don't got it, wear your mask. And he was just harping on that. And then as soon as the gas prices shot up, everybody started slipping their masks off. It's like they totally forgot. Everybody just walking around work. It's totally out of his mind. It's like it never existed.
That's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy.
It's out of their mind. Why? Because the media ain't.
Because
It's
the
not on the
media-
media every single day.
God.
It just went away. Poof.
Yeah, just poof, and
Right.
gone, man.
Because the media have you trained for the next big story.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, they don't have you training on what's pertinent, what you need to know. It's always the next big thing that make you forget about what's really going on.
Yeah, the numbers is gone. The spikes are gone.
Yep.
The spikes, the deaths of 3 million a day is gone. Just disappeared out of like a ghost. Like one day it was here, and next day it's gone. People
I
ain't
remember seeing this
man.
meme that said, I'm afraid, but I don't know what I'm afraid of because.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
It was the way you said it, right?
But that's the way the meme was.
Oh
They
shit.
don't know
Okay,
what they're
that's
afraid of because the government haven't told them what they're supposed to be afraid of. They want you to keep you always in fear.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They use their TV. Hey, that's a medium, okay?
it's witchcraft.
Yeah, the witchcraft of how they get you to believe what they want you to believe. Okay, the scriptures say if it were possible, they would fool the very elect. But obviously, it's not possible.
Even to the point where they have their medium set to send out fake news or fake media to confuse the people to be like, well, we don't know what's real and what's not real. That's just like when they mention the Illuminati. Some people are like, we don't know if it's real or not real because they have documentaries on it, but then they have people at the end of the documentary, 10 minutes towards the end, it's just all conspiracy. Nigga, you just gave all this information. You just said they didn't kill this person. They do human sacrifices. They meet in every year in the Bohemian Grove. Linked up all this shit in the last 3 fucking minutes of the video. But it's all just conspiracy. Nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up. Yeah, we're not sure, but this is what people say.
But you know, if the government can keep the masses in a state of fear, they're gonna do whatever the hell the government says.
But that's what they say. The masses are asses. We're fucking idiots.
I went to a school called Spexhauer. It's like, school media.
You ain't gotta say that. You ain't gotta tell them
I'm
that.
not. It was all. But like I said, you learn about TV news. Like I said, is they have a saying, yo, if it bleeds, it leads. Like I said, you got this. And like I said, they can't. The news can't lie to you. They told, like I said,
They're actors. The news is a bunch. Some of them actors. Some of them
They
news.
have a script.
Yeah, they have a script. They have a teleprompter.
Yeah.
And then some of them end up in movies.
Yep. Some of the local news guys, especially here in Detroit, they was doing movies. You know.
That's one of their primary tactics is to use fear.
Hey,
Get you to do what they want.
there's this viral video of in the news anchor. She had a boat and she was like pedaling and everything, and a dude just walked right by in the image of the video. It was basically showing that
That
the
it's
water
fake.
wasn't even that deep.
Yeah.
They brought a whole boat out there, and here hold these pedals and start swimming. And the dude just generally casually just walked through the frame.
It's a fucking show, man.
It is.
I had a quick precept.
Hold on. I remember when I first came into truth, they used to do stage news scenes where it'd be all green screen and it'd be like it's a boat behind them that's getting fucked up.
Oh yeah.
And it just show how they use technology to manipulate what you see.
Like they'll be talking about they're in fucking Ukraine or some shit like that, and they're on a fucking green screen.
Yeah,
be
we were
fucking
just
in
talking
Michigan.
about that. How they got the crisis actors going on.
Yeah.
Caught out there, zipping themselves up.
So you got deep fake videos too, where it ain't even an actual person saying it and doing the thing. Esau media, boy. But as scripture says, it's possible to deceive even the very elect. You ain't gonna be able to deceive the elect.
And that's why this place is also called the mistress of witchcraft. Everything she do brings out witchcraft. Go ahead, Dewada.
This is Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. When you look up the word wiles, it means trickery. Because this devil, he's deceitful. That's one of the blessings of Esau. Esau, he has the sword, but another thing that he's very gifted with is his deceit, his trickery. Even amongst us, a lot of us believe that the son of the Most High was a white man back when we were in the world. That's Esau's deceit. That's his trickery. So this devil, he's like it says in Genesis, he was more cunning than any other beast of the field. That's Esau. He's cunning. He's crafty, rather. That's what it says, crafty. This devil's crafty.
He's just like Satan, because that's speaking about them actual demons. Oh, keep reading on it.
Okay,
It's speaking about actual spirits and actual entities. But Esau is just like the spiritual demon Satan.
Right. That's why it says put on the whole armor of the Most High. What's that armor? When you read further down, one of the main pieces of armor is faith. Right? Because if you have faith, you can see through Esau's BS. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Now, when you look up the word principalities, it means a hierarchy of demons. It says against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yeah, because it's speaking about the actual spirits and the rulers of darkness of this world, the elites that put up curses, that try to put spears on you and shit. They do that. They be putting be trying to put curses. 100% they try to put curses up on the elect. 100% they try to do that. No doubt in my mind. Them elites, they be like, you just get GMS, man, Hebrew Israelites. Maybe Hebrew Israelites get they at. Even looking at them like, nigga, you do that. They can't do that. But because there's no enchantment against Jacob, really no enchantment against the elect of Israel. Because the rest of the Israel, you can enchant them niggas.
And really, when they put on a curse upon Israel, the elect, really, Most High could turn that into a blessing. And he has. You see that, in the scriptures.
Well, it wasn't just little nobodies trying to curse us. When Moab that was the king of Moab.
God.
That's the top of the top. So if the king of Moab back then was trying to curse us. Most definitely, the elites of this modern day society try to curse us.
And what happened to him in Numbers, the 30?
End up dying, I believe.
Yep, he got killed. That was when we were told to kill the Midianites. The same chapter, he was killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he had to get one last prophecy.
No, Balaam, Balaam. Yeah, he was killed too.
Hey, like we bring it out, you know, the Most High, He created this devil.
It's like throughout the catch of that stuff.
Yeah, Balaam. Yeah.
He created this devil to be the ultimate devil.
Confusion.
Okay, the deception is part of how he's made and what he's going to do continuously until the Most High take him out. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Did you hit verse 9?
Con 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O power, my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. And that enemy is Esau. Okay? He's asking for protection from this man. The Most High set him up to be his sword. Okay? He blessed Esau with the sword. But at the same time, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is over Esau.
That's
He
right.
gave him that sword only to rule temporarily for a short period of time. Verse 5, it said, yep, verse 2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, so there goes your so-called Illuminati. It says the secret council of the wicked. All right, because there's individuals that really rule this world. You know, because your presidents, they're nothing but puppet leaders. They have their own panhandlers. Like you got the saying, you don't see the strings being pulled. You know, all you're seeing is what, the puppets, but you don't know the master puppeteers behind the curtain pulling all the strings. And that's these elites.
Even
But really, when you go deeper, it's the Most High. He's the real master puppeteer, pulling the strings on the elites, who are pulling the strings on the lesser peons, like the presidents, the senators, so on and so forth.
even with like the UFC, Dana White does not run the UFC.
Nah.
He's the face of it. Only using that example because everybody knows what UFC is. Dana White is the puppet of the UFC. There's actual owners of the UFC who run it and allow transactions to go on.
Shareholders and everything.
Yep. Dana White's nobody, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, they just
We don't like him because he's the face of it.
They told him you're going to be the face.
Yeah, you're the face. Just like with the United States. People think,
Jared from Subway.
yeah, Jared from Subway. That's it. Jared from Subway. But even with the president, people, they're set up so you can have someone to blame, someone you can point the finger at. But really, the ones doing this, who got Biden acting like he's a 5-year-old child every time, is the elites.
That's right.
He up on there acting stupid, man. He's up on the stage acting like a clown, man. He making the U.S. look horrible, but he's just following orders. He's just following orders.
That reminds me real quick. They was trying to get a quick answer out of about World War III, and the reporter asked, "Is there a real threat of World War III?" He answered with the one answer, "No," and just kept it moving. Okay. What an arrogant answer. Okay, and that's just how he made this man proud and arrogant, as if he's the Most High, as if he's wrote the book, wrote the prophecies. According to the prophecies, yes, there will be World War III.
That's
just
right.
like there's been World War I and World War II. There's going to be a World War III. It's in the scriptures.
But if they say yes, they'll have the people to panic, and they don't want that. People can speculate all they want about a World War III, but unless you front out and say we're in World War III, nobody's going to panic. No one's going to freak out.
That's what the brother was saying. They'll tell you what to be scared of.
Yep. Yeah, if they were on the media every day talking about we're in World War III, get your houses together, people will be freaking, man.
Yeah, 100,000 people like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Or the grocery stores.
I remember when it was really 3/15/2020. That was when everything started getting locked down. So we just passed our 2-year anniversary when things started getting shut down. You know, so this time 2 years ago things were getting shut down, and I remember not only the media, but everything on my YouTube timeline was D-Bike, 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 D-Bike 19, D-Bike 19, everything. I'm subscribed to everything. Everything was related to that. You know, brother, people doing stupid parodies about, you know, the CV dance and stuff like that, but everything was about, you know, everything being shut down. Every actor said, "Oh, I got it too. I got it too. I'm quarantined. I got it." You know, it's, you know, this media has, has a huge influence on what, you know, the state of Babylonians and what they're afraid of and not. Because truth be told, there was no media in the ancient world. You had to hear something. Sometimes,
Heralds.
Sometimes, if you lost a war, you'd have to actually wait for a messenger to come back and tell you you lost that war. You didn't get news real time. You know, sometimes, you know, and sometimes that messenger might not be allowed to come back and tell you that you lost that war or whatever. You know, so you didn't always get messages instantly. You know, so this whole fear, you know, constantly going out. That Esau can do that now with just a click of the button. He can put his news and his media everywhere throughout the whole world, all in the click of a mouse. You know, there had never been a point in time where you could hear where the news, what's going on in Japan, you know, people in Brazil know about. But because of this, you know, this unicorn, we all can, you know, find out, you know, and push that panic and that fear.
We gonna close with y'all last three.
Okay, you said something first.
I'll finish up.
Oh, well, we finished with y'all four.
Yeah. It says, Psalm 64:3, who whet their tongue like a sword, who bend their bows and shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. The perfect is talking about the children of Israel. Okay, everything that they've been doing for years, they set up to destroy us. Okay, it says, verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune, laying snares privately, and say, who shall see me? Hey, who shall see them? And that's what they did with this crown. Okay, they encourage themselves in an evil manner, and this was part of their plan all along. And everybody who was down with that system, hey, you may get caught up. Okay, we know that's not the MOTB, but hey, that was the first step, okay, and what they're trying to do as far as setting up their new order here. It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish diligent search.
Yeah,
Both
it
go ahead.
says they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Like this whole Ragamuffin deal. Let's believe that these devils was taking notes. Okay, these people, they gullible. Okay, this certain percentage, they more than likely take the chip. But these guys are here. We gotta watch them. I don't know about them. I don't know if they're gonna take it. You know what I mean? Because they're very strategic. You know, they deal with problem, reaction, solution, think tanks, so on and so forth, to observe the people and see how best they can implement the next step in their agenda.
Yeah, they like databases and numbers, okay, and trends. They're tracking all of that. It says their inward thought, every one of them, and the heart is deep. So they think, hey, this is not no light thing. Esau knows this is the end, like the brother brought out. They're going to pull out all the stops. So they in their think tanks, they're thinking deep. And part of that system that you should stay away from is the MOTB. That's the ultimate, hey, that's the time of decision for the entire earth. Either you're going to be down with this man's system or you're of the elect and you're not going to take it. All right? It says, I'm going to get one more. Verse 7, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they shall be wounded. So just when they're about to complete this new system that they're trying to set up, the Most High, it's in the prophecies, they will not accomplish it. They will not get it in full effect. As they're trying to put the finishing touches on it, that's when Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to rain down fire, okay, and destroy their whole plan. Okay, it says the triumph of the wicked is but for a moment. Okay, he was only set up to rule for a short period of time. Okay, and we know Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So we're at the end now. Okay, we're looking for Yahweh Shem Yahshai to come back and set up the kingdom of heaven and completely destroy this man's system. He will not complete this system according to the scriptures. You said you had something.
Let Kali, I go.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is the book of John, it's chapter 10, verse 27. It says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand." We were speaking about how these people in the world, they deceive at the click of a mouse. Esau got him in a trick bag again. But if we are the elect, we continue to push forward, measure the times, and just be in the spirit. The Lord, He's gonna keep us.
God. Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of that times. What wisdom? The wisdom, the true understanding of the scriptures.
Go ahead, Dawada. And then
This is Psalms 21 and verse 8. It says, "Thine hand," which is talking about Yahweh Shai, "shall find out all thine enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger." Whose anger? The anger of Yahweh Shai when He comes back. It says, "Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven." Through what? Through those missiles and the lasers from the ships. "And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, shall swallow them up in His wrath, and the fire shall devour them." Same thing, the destruction. "Their fruit shalt thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men." Verse 11. "For they intended evil against thee. They imagine," here's the point, "they imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform." So what is that mischievous device? It begins with that chip and ultimately the NWO, which they're not going to be able to perform it. In other words, they ain't going to be able to accomplish it. They're going to come close, but ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to come and throw it all down. Just like, when we were younger, we would go to the beach and build up sandcastles. That was fun building it up. But the funnest part is when you get to throw it all down, and that's what Yahweh Shai is getting ready to do.
That's right.
You got it, brother.
Okay, Book of Amos, chapter 8, verses 11 and 12. "Behold, the days come, said the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, neither a thirst for water, but of hunger, hearing the words of the Lord, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north ever to the even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it." Okay, because the prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, starting with the apostles and angels on down from GMS, okay, you people have been warned. Whether you're an Israelite, okay, whether you're a heathen, and whether you're the sons of Satan, you all heard this word, whether you're yea or nay, and everything's going to come to pass, and our kingdom will come, coming from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and setting us back up the righteous way.
Nabala, you got something?
John. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom you may devour." And that's what he first tried to do with DVOG 19 going around. He was seeing what he can get and devour with them. So he got his little analysis about who's going to be down with the taking the V and who wasn't. Now, with the next thing he's going to try to set up with is with the MOTB. Now he has an analysis about that. Now he's going to try to see who he can devour with the MOTB. Like the brother was saying, he's not going to get the elect with that because we have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. But the ones who are going to get caught up, it's not looking good for you.
And the scriptures say, Yahweh said, if he had not come, meaning if this word hadn't been preached, you would have a cloak for your sin. But this word is being preached all around the four corners of the earth, using the unicorn. You're not gonna have an excuse. Okay, in terms of these other camps out here teaching these false doctrines of what the MOTB is, you're gonna be in a real dilemma. Because we over here at GMS, we're teaching exactly, okay, about this man's system, his digital system, about him trying to put that mark in you, okay, so you can be down for his system. Okay, we're saying do not take that mark. We're saying do not be a part of this man's system. Go ahead, Adam.
So, hey, man, as the scriptures say, watch and pray.
Who is
Be
that?
warned, you know. You know, you have the information. So as brother said, yeah, you without sleep. So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory due.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
Right, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that we will. Taught us this truth, peace, and safety to the icon. Let's push this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful lips to do so. With that, we want to say, Kwambaki Yum,
Kwambaki Yum,
Ababa Ball,
Ababa Ball.